Outdoors Delmarva covers everything outdoors,
including real hunting and fishing situations involving wildlife.
We do our best each week to bring you tasteful content.
The viewer discretion is advised.
Now enjoy the show.
We begin this week on the waters of the Nanticoke with Hastings Marine Construction.
It's time once again for the annual Subaru Loves Pets event at Gateway Subaru in Delmar.
Scorchy Talls introduces us to a Felton man who has strong ties to the world of ropes.
And we'll take a trip to Big Stone Beach to meet one of our newest sponsors.
Outdoors Delmarva starts right now.
Welcome to Outdoors Delmarva, the show that celebrates our communities, our cultures and traditions, and the places we call home. My name is Jason Lee.
And I'm Lauren Hitch. And Jason, I'm really glad to see that Bigfoot did not attack you at the Outdoors Delmarva Camp Out for Kids event.
Well, yeah, that was such a cool event. Thanks to everybody that came out and supported it. But Lauren, Bigfoot isn't real. I've camped out in the woods plenty of times and I've never seen him.
Like, ever? Maybe that's because you are Bigfoot. Way less hair than I envisioned.
This is Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. And now, here are Jason Lee and Lauren Hitch.
Whether it's a pier for casting a line, a floating dock for launching a kayak, or a custom deck for soaking in the sunset, Hastings Marine Construction is helping locals make the most of life on the water.
The family-run company has become a trusted name along the shoreline, building structures that stand up to the tides while bringing people closer to the outdoors they love.
My dad was an avid outdoorsman, and he was in the United States Coast Guard. And while in the Coast Guard, one of his side jobs was working for a marine contractor rebuilding a Coast Guard station. So he got into the industry, was really passionate about it. So I've been in marine construction my entire life, literally from birth to now has been, what I've done.
And for those that don't know what marine construction is, what does it all entail?
So it's a specialty construction service. We work over the water. We work with the environment and the elements to build docks, bulkheads, marinas. We do riprap installation. We also do living shorelines. So we do some natural products and environmental enhancements. So we're an environmental company, but we're also a construction company. We just work over the water. Mostly it's piers and docks and then bulkhead replacement. The state of Delaware is not big on new construction of bulkhead anymore, but we do bulkhead replacement, riprap revetment, which is just the large stone you see along the shoreline to prevent shoreline erosion. And then, we also install boat lifts. We do marina work. We do, commercial work with different clients that are, we do signage for utility companies.
That's awesome.
We do everything.
And what areas do you service?
We are licensed in Delaware and Maryland. We're pre-licensed in Virginia. Yeah, all over the Delmarva Peninsula. We specialize in shallow water areas, limited access areas, non-tidal ponds. We have some specialty equipment that allows us to access those areas to complete construction projects.
If people are interested, what is the first step that they need to take?
So especially in Delaware, but also in Maryland, the first step to do is to do an evaluation to see what can be built. And then it's a long drawn out process for permitting. And we try to streamline it as best as we can. We work with some great consultants for projects that are very complex, and we can do a lot of permitting in-house for things that are simple and cut and dry, but it's a process, and that's the first thing to get started.
So really, if you want something like this done, call now, get started now.
You want to plan this year for something you want to do next year.
Now, as you heard from Luke, if you're thinking about having something like this built, permits do take time, so don't hesitate to get a project like this started.
So if you're interested in a service like this, be sure to contact Hastings Marine Construction or go to their website, hastingsmarineconstruction.com.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, which is presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
We stopped by to see our friends at Gateway Subaru to learn all about a new Crosstrek that they've got on the lot.
And we also learned more about their Subaru Loves Pets campaign happening the entire month of October.
Subaru and pets doesn't get much better than that. This is a beautiful car. Let's get into it.
This is the Crosstrek Limited that we have. This is such a cool car. I actually drive a Crosstrek myself. I love it so much. There's so many cool perks in this between safety, reliability. It's a cool car all around.
All right, now Crosstrek would suggest that this is some sort of crossover vehicle. Talk to us a little bit about the differences between a standard SUV like an Ascent and something maybe more like an Impreza.
Gotcha. So great question. You can take them. The versatility is the big thing. Obviously, with the bigger cars, you can't really take those to the off-roading that you'd want to. This does everything that you need. With these kind of the all-symmetrical wheel drive, everything built into it. It's a really fun car.
All right, so we've got some pretty standard features from Subaru. You got the Boxster engine. You've got the all-wheel drive. You've got all the safety features of the eyesight. Is there anything that really sets us apart that someone might be looking for that they didn't know they were looking for?
Great question. So really what I see in this, the big perk that I have in this is really just the way it drives. Something that I kind of went through kind of picking my Crosstrek was the way that it maneuvers in everyday life, fitting into those tight spots, going to those tight parking lots when you need to. The overall maneuverability and drive-wise of this really sets it apart.
Let's get into the fuel economy. I would imagine that because of that engine, this is getting great gas mileage.
Oh my goodness, yes, I can attest to that personally. I've taken my car to Jersey, to Philly, all different types of spots, and I've been able to go on one tank of gas most times.
Safety obviously is important. We've got a lot of folks out there on the roads, and as we get some visitors down from other states over the holidays, just like we saw over the summer, sometimes they're not driving as well as we'd like for them to, so it's always nice to have a vehicle that's going to anticipate those bad drivers out there.
Exactly, great way to put it. I always tell people it's kind of that big brother overlooking. When you're not able to pick up, when you have all those different things going around, the car is there with the eyesight to pick it up for you. That's why it's rated #1 in safety.
The Subaru Loves Pets event is a beautiful event. Tell us a little bit about what's going on.
Yes, Subaru Loves Pets. So we are here for our pet animals. We think that sometimes they're better than the people that we deal with. This is a Subaru.
Yes.
So come on down during Subaru Loves Pets, and you get one, and your animal gets one. So we invite you to come in and take advantage of that. We partner with the organizations out there. Animals can't fight for themselves, so we need to be able to do something to support that. So we want to give back to the community. We give back in a way that we want all four paws in a Subaru. We want to take them with us. Who doesn't want their pet out there, out on the beach with them and out in the wilderness? So we need to give back to them as well. So being able to bring in customers, give some back to the community. Some of the donations going to the local animal shelters here, food, blankets. We accept all that here in our organization to drop off as well. So we invite everyone to take part in our four-legged friends as well.
To learn more about the new Crosstrek and, of course, about the Subaru Loves Pets campaign, go online to gatewaysubaru.com.
I think that sounds like a perfect plan. See what I did there?
I did.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
If you've ever spent any time on a boat or had yourself an unruly coworker who needs to be restrained, you know the importance of a good rope.
And we meet a man who specializes in good ropes in this week's Remembering Scorchy Taws.
Honoring the life and legacy of Scorchy Taws, thanks to Shorts Marine in Long Neck, Delaware. Shorts Marine, everything but the water.
When anyone hollers rope man within earshot of Felton's Jim Tarbert, they quickly get his attention.
That's what people usually refer to me as, the rope man. And I don't mind that. I tell them that I'm probably the only one they'll ever meet.
Oh, you really got roped in, haven't you?
Yeah, I'm all knotted up, tied in my work.
As you have surely guessed by now, Jim Tarbert sells rope. But unlike most rope vendors, has one of Delmarva's more unique enterprises, capped by his portable trailer, the Rope Locker.
I can take the the rope to the people. I try to go to places where there are boaters, and sometimes I sell to farmers that have need for large rope.
Ah, but there's more to Jim Tarbert than just selling the rope.
I call myself a professional splicer, and I'm very jealous about my work. I do good work. I know I do it right because I've seen how it can be done, and I've seen people that don't know what they're doing try to do it, but when I do it, it's going to be the way it's supposed to be, and I guarantee my work. I like to go to their boat and do work for them. I just go right to their location, and they say, now here's the boat, and redo all the lines, and that's what I really prefer to do because I think that's some of my best work.
And best work requires sharp tools.
When you take a look at a piece of rope like this, the breaking strength is 10,000 pounds on this. When I take a pair of scissors and cut it through just like that, people think my rope is cheap. It's not that my rope is cheap, it's that my scissors are sharp.
Then there's his super sharp knife, honed to perfection by knife maker Gerald Woolley of Greenwood.
What size rope you going to cut with that?
That's 1.5 inch nylon.
Let's see what it'll do.
All right, just put it on there, go forward, and there you are.
Yes, Jim Tarbert of Felton may be just one of a kind on Delmarva, a professional rope splicer.
I love doing this. I'm very fond of this. I think I like meeting the people and showing them how to do it as much as I do anything. I'd like more people to get into this because I think it's just a dying art.
Well, you don't plan on retiring anytime soon, I'm sure.
I don't think I'll ever retire. I'll probably work until I drop because I just like what I'm doing, and if you like what you're doing, why retire from it?
Scorchy Taws wandering our Delmarvelous land for WBOC News.
Remembering Scorchy Taws is sponsored by Shorts Marine. Online at shortsmarine.com.
Did you know that s'mores first appeared in the 1927 Girl Scout Handbook?
Did you know that the name s'mores is a shortened version of the original name some more because they were so good that you wanted some more?
And did you know that Americans buy 90 million pounds of marshmallows every year, with an estimated 50% of those used specifically for s'mores?
Now you do.
Did You Know is sponsored by North Bay Marina. Outdoors Delmarva will be right back. You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, which is presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards.
When he's not helping neighbors protect what matters most, Hunter Emory is outdoors chasing deer, ducks, and big catches.
The State Farm agent has built his career on insurance, but his passion is rooted in hunting, fishing, and the outdoor lifestyle he shares with his community.
You've been with the show now for a few months, so figured it was probably time that we introduced you to the Outdoors Delmarva audience. Kind of give us a little rundown about who you are, what you do, and why you do it.
Yeah, so my name is, again, Hunter Emory. I own the State Farm Insurance Agency located in both Georgetown and Milford, Delaware. And I've been a State Farm agent for over 13 years now. I love being a State Farm agent because I get to work in the same community I grew up in and help people that I've known my entire life, preparing and helping them through the unexpected should God forbid something happen to them. So it's been a wonderful career. I've been able to help other folks get careers in State Farm. We have over 23 employees now at our State Farm offices, and I love what I do because I get to give back to the community I grew up in so much and get to enjoy the outdoors with them.
You brought us out here to one of your blinds, and this is a beautiful piece of property. I imagine you have a lot of fun out here.
Oh, I grew up coming out here to Big Stone Beach, and this is actually this place where I killed my first duck. So in this same spot, and this is where I brought my boys. My grandfather still hunts. He's 94 years old. So when we get all four of us together and the kids in the blind, it's a really spectacular time. And you know, we get to talk about different hunting stories in the past and bring friends out here, people I've been friends with since yay high. So it's a great experience to be able to come out here and be a part of this and still enjoy this to this day, because a lot of it's disappearing on us all the time. So you get the chance to take a part of this and God's grace. So it's wonderful.
These are traditions that we get to get passed on from generation to generation to generation, so that we can continue to tell those stories, that we have this area, these lands that we preserve, to come out here and continue to do that. Because yeah, we're going out there for a hunt, but it's really about the bonding experience.
Couldn't agree more. Camaraderie. You know, the connection you get to make. You're putting your cell phones down. You're getting out from behind your laptops, your computers or TVs, and getting out in nature and being able to bond and learn things about other people you might not normally get to learn about them, and break bread that way. You know, we cook breakfast in these blinds and stuff, and we'll have coffee, and you tell stories and learn so much. And I feel like the kids get the experience to be with adults, learn safe practices to hunt, learn about nature and what different things are out there, and the species of birds and deer or rabbits or whatever it is that you're hunting that week. Learn more about that and what the value of nature is to us as humans.
There's nothing quite like getting together with somebody who has had a similar experience and being able to share those experiences with somebody, because that's an instant connection.
Absolutely.
And when you have a connection like that, it can be broken.
No, you're in a certain club for the rest of your life for those folks, and they know, you know, a lot of times, like you said, it's generational. So a lot of kids and adults that hunt now, their grandfathers, their fathers, they all hunted as well, and you get to learn these stories and connections you make with them, and you're all part of this club for the rest of your lives.
It's a very special club, and we are embracing that club on a daily basis with Outdoors Delmarva, so we're certainly glad that you're a part of that. We can't wait to get out here when it's time to have some breakfast in the blinds and hopefully see some birds.
Absolutely, and thank you for the opportunity to be a part of this too. I really do. I've watched y'all's show for years, and I'm thoroughly excited to be a part of it this year and take part in your club.
For all of your insurance needs, make sure that you contact Hunter Emory State Farm today.
We're going to be learning about insuring your hunting toys, guns, and property in a future episode, and you don't want to miss it.
You're watching Outdoors Delmarva, presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. And now, here are Jason Lee and Lauren Hitch.
It's time to flip through the photo album and take a look at your latest pictures.
Thanks to our friends at North Bay Marina.
Susan Smeltzer of Cape May, New Jersey, told us that she and her husband love coming down to the Kent Narrows area every summer, and she sent us this photo of a green heron with a most curious expression.
Barbara Scott of Georgetown sent in this beautiful photo she took at Lewis Beach.
Barbara Weigel of Salisbury captured this stunning sunset over a farm in the Salisbury area.
And Daisy Harper of Salisbury sent us this pretty picture of a butterfly enjoying the day.
Outdoors Delmarva viewer pictures are sponsored by North Bay Marina.
Well, that's going to do it for us this week. We appreciate you hanging out with us.
And we appreciate you sending us those wonderful viewer photos. If you have a photo that you'd like to submit, you can go to outdoorsdelmarva.com or scan the QR code in the bottom corner of your screen.
Once again, thank you to everyone that participated in our third annual Outdoors Delmarva Camp Out for Kids Toy Drive. You certainly have made a lot of kids across Delmarva's Christmas just a little bit brighter. We hope to see you right back here again next week, but until then, my name is Jason Lee.
And I'm Lauren Hitch, and we hope to see you Outdoors Delmarva.
You've been watching Outdoors Delmarva, a Draper Media production, which is proudly presented by Gateway Subaru. Higher standards. Sponsored by Shorts Marine. Everything but the water. By Bell Creek Equipment. For farm, home, or fun, Bell Creek is #1. By Range Time. Time well spent. By Hunter Emory State Farm, your good neighbor in the outdoors. By Rudy Marine, where family boating begins. And by Larry's Trading Post, located in West Ocean City with over 2,000 guns in stock.
It looks fuzzy to me, but it's definitely these glasses. Look at that.
Good Lord.
I think I sprayed my makeup spray on them in the car this morning.
Let's see.
Who is at my house?
The dogs?
No, the driveway camera went off.
Well, maybe the dogs are outside in the driveway.
Anyway. Oh, God. Time to wrap it up, literally.
All right, in 3, 2,
Amen.
And 3, 2, 1.